Hi guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my small rabbit project right at my home. As you guys might know, I am Dr. Daniel, a very passionate farmer. I've been keeping chickens for quite some time, well, not so many years, a few years, but I've gained loads of experience. Also, I've been doing goats, sheep, cattle, and rabbits, free-range rabbits. But I decided to have a few rabbits at my home for consumption, and these I decided to keep in cages. I was thinking, is it actually possible to keep rabbits at your home? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys around what I've actually done and how I've managed to keep rabbits at my place. The whole idea is to inspire someone out there to actually start and get into this, farming. Whether it's rabbit farming, chicken farming, you can actually do it in small numbers right in your compound. I don't have a huge space over here. It's just a little bit of space. You see, it's literally between the fence and the house over here that I've managed to put up my rabbit cages and grow them over there. So as you can see, they are in the space beside my house. A very tiny space, maybe 3-4 meters, nothing more than that. And you can see the cages. I have 2 cages, one over here, it stops right here, and the second one over there. So I started with this cage, but then with time, as I learned, I got the second cage over here. So each cage actually has 3 doors. Yeah, you can see this is door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3. These cages have been fabricated locally by someone who I just gave the job to do it. And I started with just a few rabbits. I think I had about 10 rabbits, 1 male and 9 females. Now, unfortunately, I actually lost one of the males, and that was due to a parasitic infection. I didn't know it was a parasitic infection. I tried to figure it out, but I learned later on that it was a parasitic infection. I actually had to deworm and treat all the rabbits for the parasitic infection. But after that, we've been good. So literally, I just have 1 male that I'm using to breed, but with time, I'm going to have to replace it because, you can't keep using the same male. So the cage, as you see it, is in 2 levels, yeah? One at the top, one at the bottom. And if I can take a quick measurement, it should be maybe about 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. Maybe a little bit longer here, yeah? Maybe about 55 or 60 centimeters. And then it's made using mesh, yeah? This is called rabbit mesh. It has like a rubber covering on top of it to prevent it from getting rusted. The bottom of the cage, we'll open this. The bottom of the cage is also made from the same material. And then we have the hard wire mesh at the bottom to support the weight of the rabbits. And the whole purpose is to ensure that when the rabbits do pass their droppings, they go directly down, yeah? So this, as you can see, yeah, these are rabbit droppings. These are rabbit droppings. So they'll go directly down, fall here, then they will roll onto this gutter, yeah? So this gutter then takes the urine and it pours it inside a bucket that we have, yeah? So both from the upper level and from the lower level. Same thing with this other side. And then for the drinker system, we have, well, it's an automated drinker. Oh, I would say semi-automated, but really it's automated. So we have a jerry can over here that carries the water, as you might see it. Yeah, so we put the water inside there, and then the water will move through this tubing, and then it will go inside the drinkers. When the rabbit wants to drink water, it will just come here, and then when it presses this, the water comes out, you see. Yeah, so that's how the nipple system for the rabbits works. And then for the feeding system, we have this, as you can see. So this is pellet feed. So the rabbits are fed on pellet feed. It's nutritive, it's good, made from natural materials, no chemicals, nothing. And we just provide it maybe once in a day. You just don't provide too much. Put it inside here, and then when you close, the rabbits actually do come and feed on it. They do a bit of wasting, which you want to avoid because, again, the feed is not too cheap. The other thing that could be done is that you can provide the rabbits with grasses, grasses like this, weeds, rabbits eat a lot of weeds. So from the outside over there where you can see, a banana leaf, we have a small garden. Maybe I can go and get some feed and I come and feed them when you're watching. Okay, this is a small garden that we planted with some vegetables. And in some of the places, I think the beans overgrow. So I'm going to get some of the beans. During the off season, of course, it's full of weeds. But right now, it does have beans. And I think over here, the bins are too compacted, so we'll get out some. They're too compacted over here, so this is not a good idea. So I'll just get out some of the bins in the hyper compacted areas. Okay, just get out some of the bins. All right. You know, interestingly, these bins were not planted. These bins have literally just grown on their own. You know, when you like sort out bins and then you throw some and you just dump them here because it's organic material, there's nothing wrong with dumping it in the garden. Then I think a lot of them were still alive, so actually did sprout out. Let's go and feed it to the rabbits. Go and take a look and see how they respond. Now, ideally, what I'm doing is not ideal, because when you get out vegetation like this to feed to rabbits, you should wilt it. What that means is that you need to put it in the sun and let it, you know, lose the moisture a bit. Because if you give it directly to the rabbits like this, the rabbits can get bloat. You know, they can get bloat. So you don't want them to get bloat. So I'm just going to, you know, just give them one plant. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys about my dogs over here. But let's first move on and try to give this to the rabbits. I'm just going to put one inside. And you're going to see that the rabbits actually do enjoy it right here. You see? So that's what you do. So you just come and hook it somewhere, probably at the top or something like that. Because if you put them down and the rabbits pee on it or step on it, then they won't feed it on it again. So you need to hook it somewhere or tie it somewhere up so that they don't need to susu on it or something like that. So this is mother and baby, by the way. That over there gave birth to this lady. Both of them are ladies. And I'm not certain of the breed. It looks like a New Zealand white, but then, I don't know, the eyes don't look as albino as I would expect. Again, I'm not an expert at rabbitry at the moment, so I'm not very certain of the breeds, but you can see them feeding on the vegetation. They're enjoying it, yeah? And that's the best way to feed it. You hook it up, but you first let it wilt. Don't do like I have done, yeah? Do as I say. This was simply for demonstration purposes. So I can open over here. Now over here we have a mother who actually just delivered. She delivered 6 babies, but only 5 survived. One of them passed on, unfortunately. But I think it's a good success rate, having 5 out of 6. And one of the babies is black. Interesting, because the mother is white and the father, this is the father. This over there is the father, yeah? So none of them is black, but you have a black baby. But I understand how genetics works, so I'm not so surprised. We'll put this one up too, for these ones over here to enjoy. Okay, so the mother can enjoy that. The mother can enjoy that. And then we'll put this one here too, for these ones to enjoy. Yeah, so I have quite a number of rabbits right now. Like I said, I started with 10, but they have been reproducing, and I got them when they were youths, but they have been reproducing. That's how we feed them, you know. You don't need to give them 100% pellet feed. You can give them grasses, you can give them vegetation. And now the other task that we usually have for the day is to let's do this. Can also give these ones. I don't know why they put peppers inside here. They are totally useless and just a risk factor for coccidiosis. These ones don't have the pellet feed. Either it was completed or they haven't been given today's ration. So we'll have to put it there. Right here in this cage, we have another rabbit that has delivered. You can see over there, that's the mother. And here, this is like the delivery or nursery house, and you can see that we have baby rabbits inside here, but we have some more outside. I don't know why those ones are outside. You can see them under her over there. They are breastfeeding. I don't know how they managed to come out. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick them up, but you don't want to pick them up with your hand, because if you pick them up with your hand, the scent of your hand might go on them, and then the mother might not look after them well. So I'm going to pick them up using something else, you know, maybe a piece of paper or plastic bag, so that my scent doesn't go on them on the rabbits. And then I'll put them inside here. Then the mother can go inside here to do her feeding. But inside here we can see that we have at least 3. Yeah, I'm saying 3, 4 babies. We have 4 babies inside here, and you can see that she has shed her fur. Now this cage is actually something that I fabricated myself. Actually, I can show you one of them over here. Meanwhile, these are the saucepans that we use to feed the dogs. So It looks like this, as you can see. Yeah? So it's made from stainless steel. I do believe it's a sheet of stainless steel, and you can see the shape over here. It's made in, I made it in such a way that the mother can go inside. You know, this one hasn't been cleaned out since the last one gave birth. We get it out, clean it out, then the mother can go inside here, you know, put her fur inside there, shed her fur, and then deliver from there. So it protects the rabbits from the rough surface. You see the rough surface down? The babies are protected from that rough surface. So I'm going to pick those ones up and place them inside here. You can see that the mother is even stepping on them, which is not a nice idea. So let me get them and put them inside. So the other task for the day really is to keep cleaning this place. Dump our waste here, and then after we go and dump it outside in the garden that I just showed you guys. So that's the quick way. The urine will go over here, and then we shall keep it in this bucket. You see this bucket? We use it to keep urine, and we preserve it. You see that urine inside there? That's urine that's being preserved for some time, and after it has been preserved, I take it and, you know, use it to water my flowers. It's very lovely for the flower. I have quite a number of flowers around, and they enjoy it. If you put it there, after some time, maybe 2 weeks of fermentation, then you dilute it, put it inside the flowers. It's perfect. The flowers enjoy it. And by the way, I haven't only kept rabbits inside here. We've decided to also keep some chickens. So these are broilers. I'll open and show you. Yeah, you can see a broiler inside here. So I have 2 broilers inside here and 2 broilers the other side. There were even more than that because I even had more at the top over here. I also had some broilers inside here. But we decided to, we've been consuming them, yeah? So you can see that they have their feed and their drinker inside here. It was just a test, you know, some birds that remained from a group, a flock that we had somewhere. And it's actually doable. The only problem is that, you know, they're a bit more messy than the rabbits. You see where the rabbits were staying, it's not as messy. But where the chickens are, it's a bit more messy because it's broilers and things like that. So you need to clean up. But yeah, it actually works nicely. We give them food, water in a drinker, food in a feeder, and it's beautiful. Now, of course, the main worry I had was that I had dogs, because I have dogs at home, and I was worried that the dogs would mess up with the rabbit house and try to kill the rabbits. But they haven't, totally, completely not. I think it's just one of the puppies. I have a Belgian Malinois at home, and it's the one that was really trying to disturb the rabbit. Actually, let me go and show you guys the dogs that I do have. This is my Malinois, quite shy. You can see her. She's quite shy, but she's still very, very young. Very young, and she likes hiding under the kennel. Over here I have Snowy. Snowy just delivered. She has babies. Can you see them? And she's very, very tough. She has babies, and the babies are being fed. Yeah? Then inside here, hey, this is S. S is a German Shepherd. As you can see him. He's a German Shepherd, a beautiful German Shepherd. And here we have Bella. This is Bella. Bella is also a German Shepherd. Yeah? So these are the dogs that I do have around. I also have Ami, but Ami was taken for training somewhere. So yes, this simply comes to motivate you and show you that anyone can actually do farming using any amount of space anywhere. This is very little space, honestly. Very, very little space. 3 to 4 meters, and maybe by about 8 meters. Less than 8 meters, maybe 7 meters. That's where I'm doing this rabbit farming, and it's actually turning out nice. The number of rabbits is growing. I started with just 10. Probably right now I should have about 23 of them, and I know that they reproduce very quickly. So maybe if you guys are interested, I'll give you an update on this project. Otherwise, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. That way you never miss out on an upload. Lots of love. Bye.